Welcome to Coach Business. I'm your host. I'm a coach, and I'm Caryn Gillen. And I want to talk to you about your best quarter yet. When I say quarter, I mean 3-month period, 90 days. And in business, we talk about it like we got 4 quarters in a year. You've got your first one, which is January, February, and March. Your second one, which is just about to wrap up, April, May, and June, third quarter. After that, you get the idea. In business, it's too long to wait to do annual planning and annual reviews. There's way too much data every quarter, sometimes every month, that we need to pay attention to instead of waiting until the end of the year. So when you think about having your best quarter yet, that's because you planned really well. You were really thoughtful. You showed up for yourself and paid attention. And the reason I'm talking about your best quarter yet is because I'm going to host an event in a couple days. It's on July 2nd, 2024. I'm guessing we'll do this event again. If you're listening later, go to the link, get on the list. We'll let you know when the next one is. Links in the show notes for you to get signed up for this, but it's free and you can come and join me. And I will teach you something that I think is integral to having a business. And that is, how do I make sure that my next quarter is my best quarter yet, every quarter? And what I'm going to teach you is something you can repeat every quarter. But what we pay attention to matters. And we live in a world where everything, everywhere, all the time is vying for our attention. That could be your children. It could be your cell phone. It could be Instagram. It could be the piece of marketing material that just came into your physical mailbox, your email inbox. People are vying for your attention. Your attention is very powerful. What you do with it creates really powerful results or will sink you, or somewhere in the middle. So it's my intention to have more successful small businesses in the world, because I know that small business runs community. And if we can have a hand in that, we're changing the world, right? So I want more successful small businesses out there. That means yours and mine. And one of the ways that I know to help you be successful is to teach you where to put your attention. We are wrapping up Q2 in the year of 2024. And there are some nuggets, there are some data, there are some things you should never do again. There are some things you should double, triple, or quadruple down on, just sitting there, waiting to be seen, to be noticed, to be grabbed hold of, and potentially monetized, or at least noticed. And it's your job. And no one's going to do it but you. Well, I guess I am right now. Nobody's going to be like, hey, go check in with yourself. Go see what's been going right for you. And that's going to be your next best thing. Because there's really no money in that. Right? So maybe I shouldn't be having this thing. I don't know. I am in business. But there's 2 things that I'm going to these are the hills I'm going to die on for small businesses forever, because they're so powerful. Knowing your values and doing your quarterly planning. Okay. So values workshop, we'll have another one of those soon too, I'm sure. But nobody is going to sit you down and say, everything you need to know is within you. The data's all there. You've got this. Because they can't really sell you something. I mean, you can do quarterly planning and pay someone to do it with you, or you can just come do it with me for free on July 2nd. But it's not sexy, and there's no big marketing campaign about it. It's like, hey, bro, take a beat, do your review, take what you learned, implement. And the thing is, once you see what's there, most of the other markety things that you'll see for business support become irrelevant, because you know what to do. You know the needle you're moving, you know why, and you're good. So I'm calling this best quarter yet. I could also call this no more shiny object syndrome. I could call this find your brilliance. I could call this how to get your next 12 clients. I could call this workshop a lot of things, but what I want for you is for you to have your best quarter yet. I want you to feel solid. I want you to feel grounded in your business. I want you to feel a sense of ownership and pride and empowerment that I know what to do. I don't actually get hooked by the next Instagram ad because I know what I'm doing. That's what I want to give you. Come spend 90 minutes with me. You get all those things and you take them and you run with them. Yes, if you want me to work with you as a coach, as a support, because you know what to do and you like to have support, I am happy to welcome you on board. But I want you to have this stuff, whether you work with me or any other coach or not. I want you to know this is what I'm here to do. This is what works for me. This is where I'm going to move the needle. I got this. You got this. So what we review, what we pay attention to matters. What has happened in the past matters for the future. Your past leaves clues. And if you're relatively new in business and you haven't done much yet, it still leaves clues, because who you were before the day you started your coaching practice, there are parts of that life that will lead us straight to the right tactics, strategies, and things that you can be doing in your business now. Who you are doesn't change, whether you were a student, a parent, you worked in sales, or you were working in restaurants, right? Like what worked for me working in restaurants still works for me to this day. The same is true for you. So I don't need you to come and be anybody else. I don't need you to be a big business with loads of data. I need you to be someone who's willing to take a beat and to look back and find the gold. And I'm inviting you to do that with me and my clients. This is an event I like to have for my clients. And I thought, you know what? Let's get everybody in here, because I know what's happening right now out in the world. People are buying differently, which might feel hard or scary to you. And knowing what you can do when people are acting differently is really helpful. And it can create some peace and calm for you. And I want you to have that. So get in the show notes, sign up, best quarter yet. And when you do, this is the, and wait, there's more moment. When you do, you're going to get a email from me right after, automated, of course, that says, here's all the details, put it in your calendar, you know, the usual stuff. It's also going to say, go here to this link and invite your best friend, your best coachy buddy. And when you do, you will be entered into a drawing to win a How to Get More Clients session with me, one-on-one. I'm going to give away one of these. You can invite as many friends as you want. I think there's 3 spots on the application form, but you feel free to fill that thing out however many times you want to. And then one person will win that, and I will announce that in my newsletter. And if you're not on my newsletter, I'll find you. I'll find you and get it to you. Okay, so just take a minute and think back over the course of your life about the times where you took a moment and you dug into your own wisdom, to your own knowledge, to your own knowing, and then you let yourself use it. What happened after that? I know for me, that's usually when things start to feel easier. That's when results start to happen that don't make sense, because we're building outside of the norm, because we're using our superpowers. Okay, I could also call this workshop, come use your superpowers to grow your business, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not really into the Marvel world. Sorry, not sorry. So join me, get it together, get there. There will be a recording. It will only be there for 48 hours. I will not let it hang out there. If people are going to come here to this workshop and do this work, I'm not just going to let it float around in the universe forever. This is important, powerful, and impactful stuff. So you either get there live or you watch it within 48 hours. All right. That's all I have for you today. I am really glad that you are here and listening. I would love for you to join me for this workshop. And I would love for you to invite a friend, invite your coach bestie who maybe is struggling a little bit, who could use a boost, who need someone to come in and give them a little support on how to do it their way, we're here for that. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it together. I'll see you Tuesday. Thanks for being here.